My rooted souls, welcome or welcome back to my channel, to my podcast. I am finally here and I am so excited that you have chosen to join this journey with me here at Echo Roots, where confidence and wellness runs deep and echoes wide. I am Julia and I am finally here doing this. Finally. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I'm the host. I'm the host. I am the host of this podcast. And I am really excited. I'm excited because it's my first one in a very long time. And I'm here and I'm actually doing it because what we're going to talk about is so near and dear to me. Okay. So look, I ain't gonna even front. Ain't nothing on there. Ain't nothing on there. I don't have a script. Okay. So we just going with it. Today we are. Everything else from here on out, like my future episodes, will be guided, but they'll be guided by my mission and my vision for this channel. And that is to really help those who are struggling with their confidence as it pertains to alopecia or any other, and alopecia is hair loss. So if they're struggling with hair loss, but any other thing that anyone has, and especially for women, because I am a woman and I have been dealing with alopecia. This has been a part of my journey and a part of my life for 20 plus years. So I am going to speak more to women, okay? But I know that men struggle as well. So I'm not counting you out, brothers. I'm not counting you out, okay? So, but what I am here today to do is to just reintroduce myself. I'm coming back. I'm back because it's been so long and I feel obligated to do this. And I'll tell you why real quick. Is because number one, when I got to a place of being okay in my body and being okay with being out in this society as a bald woman, I felt like I needed to spread that to so many other people because I knew at the time, well, in the beginning, I didn't know that there was a lot of people in my situation until I found out that there are so many people that are in my situation. And at the time they were hiding, I was hiding. And then when I got to the point where I was good with me being bald, then I was good, but then I saw other people still hiding. So I started to do things. I started to raise awareness, the much needed awareness about hair loss, especially when it has to do with women in the society losing their hair, that piece of womanhood. And so I started to raise that awareness and I wanted to paint alopecia in a beautiful light, because if it's going to be a part of our journey, then why not? You see what I'm saying? So that's where I was. That's where my head was. That's where my mission, that's where my drive was, because I was at that point where I'm like, I'm good. I need to make sure other women are good too. Like, let me help you up, sister, type of thing. Okay. So I started doing all of those and created this book that is called Metamorphosis. It is not in circulation now. It's a very old book, but it was a collective of stories of women living with alopecia. But we didn't talk about the scientific side of things as it pertains to hair loss. But what we did, we talked about, our journeys, but then we talked about also like where we were at that point in our lives. And a lot of people it was all spectrums. So each woman was very different, very different. That's the reason why I created that book. And then went on to do billboards and had photo shoots and was there for women who were walking down the street publicly bald for the first time. Oh my God. How amazing. How amazing. Like I was like, this is it. And then life happened, right? Life just happened. I got 3 kids and, just life happened. And I, I came away from a lot of the raising awareness and the alopecia, warrior out there pounding the pavement so people would know that whenever you see a bald woman, you don't have to automatically think that something is wrong with that person, even if that person is going through chemo treatments. You see what I'm saying? I mean, yes, there's something internally wrong, but for that woman to step out, even if she is going through chemo and she steps out in all her bald glory, oh my God, how strong, okay? How strong we all are, right? Stepping outside when society, oh my goodness, when society says otherwise, right? So I get emotional when I think about that, because there shouldn't be a difference, but we all know that there is, right? So anyways, the reason why I'm here and the reason why I'm doing this, let's get back to it. Got to suck the tears up. Got to suck them up. So life happened. And I was doing my 9 to 5 and I was working. And with this position, I'm out in the public a lot. And normally I would have a hat on, right? And just a little backstory before I had this encounter. I had already been talking about how I wanted to, well, there was an ask, right? There was, what do you need me to do? What can I do? I need to do something. I know that my purpose here on this earth is to uplift. And I just need to be guided to know exactly what that is. I really do, because I'm just like, I have this over here and I have this, and this. I just need a sign. I need something. Something, right? And am I going down the right road? If I do this, am I doing this? Am I doing right? Right? So I was out and I was doing my job and I did not have a hat on that day. And I had no hair, right? I have no hair, right? So, and there's not a lot of people in my city that are just bald walking around, right? Brown women, bald, walking around. There are bald women walking around, yes, but not a lot. It's not a common thing that you see, right? So in this position that I was in, I needed to make sure that, I covered up, because I don't want people to recognize me like all the time, right? But that day I didn't have it on my head. I didn't have anything on my head. I didn't have a hat on or anything. And I had a lady turn around to me, and as I'm doing my job in her place, I'm typing away, and she asked me, she said, "Hey, can I ask you a question?" And I was like, "Of course, yeah, sure." And she said, "Do you have alopecia?" And I was like, "Why, yes, I do," So then she talked about how her sister had it as well, and that she wasn't doing so good, like she was struggling with it. And I was like, wow, I was like, goodness, I used to do, and so I went through everything that I used to do, what I just told you all. I went through all of it. And she said, "Well, what happened? Or are you still like, can I get your information so I can get her in touch with you?" And I was like, "Well, I'm not really doing it anymore. Life happened and all of that." And she said, it looked at me, "It ain't about you. It's not about you." And in that moment, I bawled. I bawled. I cried. I was bawling because I was like, what? What? Did she just do one of my numbers? Like she literally just did one of my numbers. And when I say one of my numbers, because I'm a tough love type of person, when I'm like, and I'm like, this is what's good for you. And I'm going, I'm that person that's do as I say, not as I do type of. And so if I'm motivating you to do something, then you better do it. You see what I'm saying? That's how I am. And she just did that to me. She just did that to me. I bawled. I cried like it was nobody's business because I was like, you know what? It's not. It is not about me. I am right now in this situation. I'm right now in this body of mine and how I can get up in the morning, go take me a shower, get dressed, get ready, get out and walk outside in all of my ball glory and I am good. But it took me some time. It took me some time and it took me a lot of practice. It took a lot, but I'm here. And that was the reason why I even started what I started so many years ago. I did that because I was at that point in my life. And I was like, and I wanted to pick my sister up. Come on, girl, And I'm like, this girl okay, she just called me out. Okay. And I get it. I get it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You know? And even though that was like a year and a half ago, that was a year and a half ago, I never forgot. I never forgot about it. And it always stayed right here. Like, Julia, you already know what to do. The times that I wanted to do all these other things. Julia, you already know what to do. You already know what to do. You already know what to do, you know? So I'm here. So I am here now. And I got that drive going up and I was like, y'all, I'm going to start my podcast. I'm going to start. I can't wait to share it with you. And people are like, yes, yes, yes. And I was like, I'm going to drop my first episode July 1st. It's September now, right now. Yeah, yeah. It took me a little time, but it's okay because I'm here. And I'm doing it actually in a month where we recognize and we recognize alopecia. It's Alopecia Awareness Month. And this is a really good time to do exactly what I'm doing right now. I feel the drive and I'm here. I'm here. So anyways, so yes. So let me tell you this too. I don't have any podcast equipment. Look, you know what I'm saying? So that was the other thing because I'm like, oh, I need to wait. I need to wait until I get this, and this. No, we got a phone. We got a little mic and we here because I said, I can't wait anymore. My sisters out there that need me, them, I'm here. I'm here. I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm finished procrastinating. I am right here. Okay. So here we are. Here we are. And I am excited. I'm excited about the journey. I am going to be the topics, some of my future topics. I am going to start talking about, or I'm going to talk about, okay? Some of the future topics that are coming are going to be journey to self confidence. And that's about overcoming hair loss, like with grace. I do a couple of short, do some reels and all of that, and I talk about bits and pieces of my life and what I had gone through when I lost my hair. And I talk about grief, and I talk about grief, like being there, but not staying there type of deal. But we're going to overcome hair loss with grace. We're going to talk about our self. We're going to talk about the journey to self. That's going to be that's going to be like a lot. We're going to talk about that a lot. Journey to self. And that just embodies so much, right? The journey to self. Because you got so many layers. Folks got so many, I still got layers, okay? I might be here, but I still got some layers, right? But then also we're going to talk about embracing just our unique beauty. Just because I am who I am doesn't mean that you got to be who I am. You're going to embrace your unique beauty, right? Like, what is that? I don't know that. I can't wait to hear what yours is. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is your unique beauty? In your own words. Oh my God. I'm excited about that. I'm excited to really start hearing from women. And when I start putting these topics out here, these are some hard topics. And not a lot of people are talking about it. So we're going to tap into that. We are going to tap into that. Also, we're going to do daily practices. So we're going to talk about daily practices for unstoppable confidence. It's so important. Confidence, you're going to hear me say confidence, 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 because at the end of the day, it's the confidence, number one, that when you walk into a room in all of your ball glory, you won't even have to open up your mouth because you already talking. You already talking. That's a beautiful, very empowering place to be, is when you can walk in and you know yourself. And now everyone else does too. And you didn't even open up your mouth yet. I love that. Oh, okay. So I'm like really excited to help women get to that point because you can. Okay. I don't care if you've been wearing a wig for the last 20 plus years. Just stick with me. Stick with me. You're going to shed that. And you'll be able to go back and forth. You'll be able to say, you know what, I'm going to choose a wig today. But tomorrow, all right, I'm right here today. All it is. You see what I'm saying? It'll be a choice. It won't be like, oh my God, I need to do this. I have to. It's required that I put this wig on. It's required that I put this wrap on. Stick with me. We got this. We got this. The other is navigating social situations when it comes to alopecia. That's what I'm talking about. You walking into the room. Yeah. I want to talk about navigating the fact that when you walk into that room and it's a gathering, it's a Christmas party, it's something, and you just said, bump it, I'm about to go, right? Boom. What? And then, of course, you don't even have to be bald, because let me tell you something. I wore wigs and I wasn't confident with my wig on. So like, we're going to tap into both of those, because confidence is confidence is confidence. You got to be confident when you're wearing your wig, and you got to be confident when you're not. Okay. So that's where we're going to go to. And let me see, what are the other topics? Building a self-care routine, and just how to stay motivated and positive, just when it's really hard, like when you're just having one of those hard days. How do you stay motivated? How do you stay positive? Yeah. So those are just a few topics that we're going to touch on. I'm really excited about that. And but yeah, today was the day that I did this. This was the episode that was holding up the entire progress. Okay? Because when I talk about those topics, that's nothing. Like, I'm ready to get into it. It was me actually sitting down and committing to doing it, period. And doing this one, because I know that after I drop this one, after I put this out there into the ether, it's game on. And I'm afraid of that a little bit. Like I said, fear is real. Grief and fear are real. And I was afraid of that. And I'm here now, so I'm not afraid. But before, that's what was stopping me, was fear. Fear of accountability, right? I'm being transparent. Can we talk, right? Can I be a little, can I give you my real? So fear of accountability. And that's really just it. Fear of accountability. Because once this one comes out, then you're going to expect the next one and the next one and the next one. And that means that I have to show up again and again and again. And I want to, right? That is part of my makeup. I want to show up. But then I know how I am and who I am, and that is what scares me. So I'm having to navigate myself during this time, and to make sure that I am doing what I am setting out to do. So yeah, if that made any sense. Okay. So, and I hope that wasn't too real, right? That's one thing that you're going to learn. You're going to learn that about me. You know, I'm about putting it all out there. I am. I'm about putting it all out there and being real. And I hope that as I move throughout this journey and this space here, that I come in contact with some other real women that aren't afraid to show themselves without their mask, right? So, yeah. So again, this is Echo Roots. I am your host, Julia, JL Mack, Julia Mack. I don't know. We ain't got all that together yet, right? But Echo Roots, where wellness and confidence runs deep and echoes wide. That's loaded. Wellness and confidence. So you know I'm going to be talking about a whole bunch of stuff, okay? Wellness and confidence. It all goes hand in hand. So we're going to touch on a whole bunch of stuff. And I'm looking forward to every single bit of it. And I hope you're like, I need you. We good? Can we do this? Can we do this together? Like, really? I need some people that's on board with me. I need some folks that's going to be on board, that's going to show up, right? So I'm going to need for you to hit the subscribe button. I'm going to need for you to turn on the notification. I don't know where it is, but you know where it is, right? I need for you to turn that notification on, so we can, so when I do drop, then you in the place. And then hopefully I can get some lives in too. Ooh, you know, I'm thinking about all of that. The lives, doing my little social media, Instagram, follow me on Instagram, the Julia Mack. I think I'm that on TikTok too. I think I'm on Facebook, Talks with Julia. I think it's Talks with Julia. You'll be able to find me on there too, you know? So yeah, let's do this. I don't want to ramble now, but I do want you to get to know me. And this is really how I am. So whenever you do see me and I'm like doing an interview or something, and I'm like all studious and stuff, like, so hey, so what do you think? And all this kind of stuff. So you'll know that who I am here too. Yeah. So this is me. Okay. That's why I didn't look. Let me tell you something. I was going to sit at a table. I was going to put it all together. But, I was like, I need to do something that's not traditional. Right? And that's to sit here in this little bit chair. with no notes. And I need to get hydrated with all this water back here. Okay? Anyways, I am looking forward to our time. I'm looking forward to our time. And I hope you are as well. And I need for you to share this. I need for you to share this with someone that you know that may be struggling with alopecia, with hair loss. Let them know we're going to get serious at times, and that it's not going to be all scientific. I am not a physician. You are not going to, I'm not going to be prescribing you stuff, but I am going to tell you some things that have worked for me. And yeah, in my 20 plus years of experience with this autoimmune. Okay. So I am out. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm about to go back here and look how long I actually took. Lord have mercy. Watch time. I'm going to need for you to watch all this stuff to the end too. Okay. All right. Because I'm going to always have a word for you. Not today, but I'm going to have one for you next time. All right.